So what we have here is somebody who you make someone feel very, very safe. Very, very safe here. You may feel like soul family to this person. With Love is Strange being in reverse, we aren't talking about like someone being a weirdo or stalking you or anything like that. In other words, we're talking about, it's quite cut and dry. Someone here is either in love with you or infatuated by you, or they can't stop talking about you, but in a really positive light. We have find solutions in unknown places in the darkness. With it being in reverse, this is something that I feel like somebody's had a light switched on for them when it comes to you. And it's not that before they didn't realize, it's more to do with things that you do now are highlighting what a wonderful person you are. I will show you the Love is Strange. It being in reverse, it's almost like there's no monsters in the room. There's no big fat elephant in the room. It honestly feels like something genuine, because this also looks like a teddy almost. And like that's been sewn and put together. Whereas her one here as well is, they don't seem real. With Strange Valentine in reverse, this is not a Strange Valentine. This is somebody with like genuine feelings about you. And this one here, we have a 16 condensing down to a 7. So we're talking about Libra. This could be someone that wants to be a business partner with you, or someone who is just very good at looking at all sides of a matter. This person could be a negotiator. They could be a boss of some sort, a manager maybe. They're used to having to find solutions to issues, finding like the positive also. I do get that whoever this is, they a lot of people come to them with their problems. And this is giving me work as well as outside of work. And they are usually the person that kind of figures things out for others. So this seems to be very refreshing for them, that they are getting to they're getting to confide in someone some really positive things about you. Like maybe you don't go to this person with problems. Seen you from afar. For some people, they've seen you from afar. And they just really like the energy that you exude. There's definitely something here about a spotlight being placed on you. Deep Dark Sea Mermaid. They're very open with their emotions. I am getting that there's someone here that's very open with their emotions. Because the Deep Dark Sea, it would be talking about things that are really repressed, that are really down in our psyche or in our shadow. And it being in reverse, this is like when you are scuba diving or you're snorkeling and you dive down and you look up and you can see the sun piercing through the water because you're really near the surface. This person may also really like the fact that you are so open with your emotions or how you feel. It may be something very new to them. Not in that that's not something that they do, because I feel like they are very open with their emotions. I think that people in the past that either they have dated, been friends with, even at work, there's this lack of directness when it comes to communicating needs, communicating what you want. A safe place for you to go with Brother Raccoon with the number 4 is really giving me, this is soul family. This is soul family without a doubt. That golden bit on the back here, there's something about sharing a golden aura or both having a golden aura. Okay. I don't know, this person, if you're in a relationship with this person may be talking about moving. They could be talking about you moving to them or them moving to you, buying a house, buying an apartment, buying something together, because I keep getting that's like my either family or house sign. And you know what, when I was meditating before I started this reading, I don't know why, but I asked for a shape. I was like, what's the theme, what's the shape? And I was told it was a triangle, and that kept coming up. We got the triangle. Okay, so someone here may be moving house. This could be somebody who is like gaining the confidence to come and ask you out on a date. They may come across friendly first, just like being friends, and then they may ask you. You do have the unexpected, to change you did not see coming. So you may be waiting for this. You may be aware of this. If this is someone that you're in a relationship already, they're talking to, they may be talking to like work colleagues, or there's something else there, like a therapist or a counselor or something along those lines about you, about the positives of you. And you already know. Maybe you talk about these things. I've been told to put that one back. Okay. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Bronwen. This is Bronwen's Cove Tarot 111. If you're new to this channel, welcome in. It's always good to have new faces around. The more the merrier. If you are a returning subscriber, Soul Family, it's always good to have you back. I am going to be ringing this bell. This is just to cleanse the space around us for you, for me, for everyone. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, I do advise that you turn your listening device down in 3, 2, and in 1. Okay. Can we get some more on this, please? Tell me about why they feel so safe around the collective. Let's see. You see clearly, clairvoyance. Wisdom is light as a feather. Wow. And this one? It's time for a treat. It seems like this person in the past may have not felt very seen. They may have not felt very valued or heard. And there is something that you have in common with this person. There's some sort of experience that you've had that they've had. And it's not about trauma bonding. It's just, unless you've been through it, you can empathize, but you don't really understand. And there is something that you have been through that they have been through. And I think it's comforting knowing that they are properly seen. They are properly understood. They are properly heard by you. And with that number 12, condensing down to a 3, that's what they talk about. They talk about being seen and heard by you. The wisdom is light as a feather. I did get that there's like a counselor, a therapist, somebody that they see that is very therapeutic. It could be a friend at work that they can go to for advice. Someone that is not always picking their brain and asking them for help. You know, this is where they can go and they can unwind and they can talk to this person. It feels like a best friend, maybe. Someone who doesn't judge them. This person works very hard, or they either work very hard, work very long hours, or they work multiple jobs. But they're all of the jobs that they have are in the like seniority, and they've worked their way up from that. With It's a Time for a Treat with Candy Cane Angel in reverse, I think also they can come to you. If you are in a relationship, they may feel like they can come to you and talk to you about things that are quite uncomfortable for them, maybe in their day-to-day goings on. It could be at work, it could be with friends, with family. And if for others, if this is somebody that you haven't met, this person is seeing that you don't seem to hold the traits of people from the past, because there seems to be a lot of leaning on this person for support. Lots of leaning. Yeah, something is about to end for now. The time to say goodbye. So this is like them saying goodbye to what? Oh, so you're helping them to heal a lot. Wow. You also have sweet memories coming out here. Okay. So you've got somebody who's very sweet on you. Very sweet on you. I love it. Been told to get out the What's the Vibe Oracle. So let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a butcher's. Tell me about Love is Strange in reverse, please, Spirit. I should put that to the side. I haven't actually painted my nails yet. I've got a song in my head. I don't know all of it. Wherever you go, na 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 na, na na na, I'm here waiting for you. And when my heart aches, I don't know if you have been able to pick up what that song was from me butchering it. Please put it down below. Okay, so this person is seeing you maybe as a forever partner. Okay, so they may have been through things in the past that were really like stressful. Like I was saying, they've been used to either being in dramatic situations, arguments, being with people that are incompatible. Maybe this is the thing that also ties you or connects you to this person, is that you've been through very similar things. You've been through very, very similar things. So you know what you don't want in a relationship, and you know what you actually are looking for, and where that boundary is, and what happens when someone crosses that boundaries. Because maybe in the past, someone stepping over your boundaries, you give them a second chance, third chance, and a fifth chance, and a sixth chance. And it's not until it's so in your face that this person is just disrespectful that you leave, or they leave, or whatever it may be. And this is not me judging in any way, shape or form. It's part of us growing, isn't it? The experiences that we have. For someone, you may meet this person online. You may have met this person online. Settled, secure and wealthy. Yeah, this person is I said that, didn't I? This person has a good job. They have a good job, but they have a good head on their shoulders, as in, you can have a really good job and spend all your money and be broke within a week. You can get paid really, really well and have really bad money management, or real impulsive buys. And look, I'm not judging you if you are like that, because I have ADHD and sometimes I have to stop myself from the online therapy of buying shiny-ish. But this settled, secure and wealthy is showing that this person is very grounded. I think they're very grounded, and they have been looking for somebody who is in their ballpark. Tell me about find solutions in unknown places in reverse, please. What do we need to know? So we've got legal, lawyers, court and paperwork. Interesting. So this person, if there is like, at some point for someone here, it may be that they want to get married. It could be that they're moving countries or cities, or you're doing that for them, whatever. There may be documents here that need to be signed or looked at. For some people, it could be a prenuptial. And I know some people feel like a type of way about prenuptials and like, why, if they loved me and they trusted me. But come on, if you've worked your butt off from the bottom to get yourself all the way to the top, whether it's one job or 5 jobs, there's a need here. Well, this person is feeling like there is a need here to kind of protect that, especially if they have had people before that were gold diggers, irrespective of gender, people that only wanted them for their money or what they could get from them. So just be aware that this person may wish to have a prenup if you guys do end up getting married. There may be something else here with like housing. If you buy a house together, ensuring like this person wants their name on the house deeds, or you have your name on the house deeds. I'm not getting anything aggressive, and I'm not getting anything like seedy or creepy from this person. Just they're taking precautions. This person really likes you, but they're taking precautions. You've got today coming out with good vibes now and in the moment, and I've got a safe place to go. So this person, why am I getting this person either watches you daily or they speak to you daily? So if you are in a relationship, you make them feel really good. You keep them feeling present. Maybe this person's, look, and you've got recharge, breathe, let go and clear your mind. You may help this person to ground, because even though they're grounded, this person suffers from anxiety or stress, high stress because of the work that they do or the responsibilities that they have. If you're not in a relationship with this person yet, this person may view your online, there's something that you do online, or there's something that you do that impacts the community around you, whether the community is your church or your mosque, or the community is an online community. It could be that you're a public speaker, something that you're doing. They're able to access this and see this. Okay. We did get blocked coming out with moved on, nothing to say and stop calling, hopeless with loss, depression and self-exit, and then thrills in reverse. And it says conscious cycles, bad decisions and addictions in reverse. Okay, so this person, they seem to have learnt quite a lot from you. There's something about confidence coming through. Now, the first card that came out was blocked. Moved on, nothing to say and stop calling. Usually this would be a really, really negative card. It is what it says, you know. It is what it says. It seems like this person has stepped up their own boundaries. That may be what is also in common you have with this person, is just because somebody is like really established and they're settled and secure and wealthy and they work really well, it doesn't mean that they're going to be that confident when it comes to saying no to people in their personal life. And it does seem like this is something that they have learned or they've healed from. Because that one came next. Then we had hopeless, loss, depression and self-exit. Okay, so this person, if you are in a relationship with them, they feel vulnerable enough and safe enough with you to be able to open up and talk about mental health, which I think is so important. And that's, you know, irrespective of what gender you are. But I will state, and this is just my opinion and things that I have seen, is that it seems to be a lot harder, or there's more stigma on men, on masculine men, whatever you want to state that as, masculine energy or men, being able to talk about their emotions without being told that they're weak, or that they're a PUSSY, or do you know what I mean? And I do feel like if this person is a man thinking about you, they really like the fact that mental health is not a stigma around you, that you are able to, you're open, you're an open book here. Someone here is very open about their own mental health state, and very welcoming, and very non-judgmental, because anyone that has felt like they wanted to self-exit, anyone that has had depression, you know, or felt like they're at a loss, having at least one person who gets you, that hears you, that sees you, and sometimes words are not needed. Sometimes you just need to have somebody sitting next to you that can share that quiet space with you. It's priceless. It's absolutely priceless. It's worth more than its weight in gold. And I can state that I've suffered from mental health issues on and off my entire life, and having someone there that says, I care, I hear you, I'm here if you need me, it's massive. So whoever this person is that's coming through for you, whether you're in this relationship with them or not, you are seen as top tier, is what I'm hearing. Complete top tier. And this is like you've broken the mold. And we've talked before on this channel about, you know, the difference between our type and our pattern. And what I learned, you know, I don't think that this is like fact, but it's something that resonates with me very, very deeply, is that when people say, what's your type? Usually we're talking about our pattern of wounding, and how we then kind of project that out onto who it is that we want to date. So, you know, if we had issues with our father or mother abandoning us, we usually look for people who unfortunately have those qualities, and we don't even realize we're doing that. And no, I'm not a therapist, but I am just very interested in therapy and psychology and stuff like that. The minute that we heal that wound within ourselves, or we start healing it, the patterning changes, which means we start to be more attracted to healthier, less dysfunctional people, and it means that those people start to come into our lives, right? You seem to have been maybe a wake-up call for this person. I don't know who this is. This is like a really specific reading here. Really specific reading. We have thrills coming out here, with continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions coming out in reverse, and I'm placing it down next to wisdom as light as a feather. So this person that's why I was getting like therapy or counseling, or talking to someone who's very therapeutic. They may have decided to go to therapy, or to start addressing maybe mental health issues that they had, or just, you know, getting support that they didn't think that they were able to get, or that they were strong enough to ask for. And they literally have. You've got a recharge coming out here. Breathe, let go, and clear your mind, which I really want to put down over here with it's time for a treat in reverse. It does seem also like I'm getting King or Queen of Cups energy coming from this person, in that they have spent maybe a very long time being single before meeting you, or when you meet this person, they are going to have had like there's going to have been quite a long time between the last relationship they were in. The last relationship, because look, you've got old exes in reverse. This is not an ex. This is not somebody that you already know, unless you are actually dating them right now, because this is your person. This is somebody's person here. Where would you like me to go? Oh, I've been told to go over here. Okay, this is a short one. So let's have a look. It does seem like they're speaking a lot about you though. A lot, and people may be quite shocked about how this person is talking about you, not in a negative way. It's more that either this person doesn't really talk about these things. They're, like I said, they're very used to being the one that gives advice, gives support, and they're being quite open in, wow, this person's amazing. They seem very their curiosity is very much ignited by your presence, by your inspiration here. This person could have been seen as a stubborn or aggressive person in the past. They could have been an Aries, or they could be, you can't change it, so they probably are an Aries. They could be a fire sign. Let's see. You've got time to act in reverse. So this person either likes to take things very, very, very slowly, especially if they have had a lot of issues with relationships in the past where trust was broken, or this is somebody who is kind of trying to figure out how to make that move, how to come forward and be like, I would like to take you on a date, or I would like to take you for a coffee. And I did say a fire sign, and there's the Leo coming out. So let's place that one there. Can I get some on the legal? What's the legal got to do with it though? Okay, two-faced friend is in reverse. So this being in reverse, I feel like this person really is, what you see is what you get. They may come across as, they are coming across as someone who's quite direct, but soft. The way that they speak, it's not that it's soft-toned. They're direct without being offensive. Why am I getting that? Tell me about Brother Raccoon, please. Thank you so much. We have here danger, especially in money matters. Okay, so this person may have a worry about, like I said before, being taken for a fool, being taken for granted. That's why when it comes to money things, they've been burnt so many times by people in the past just wanting their money or their status, that this person will be very careful with how they handle money around you. And it's not because they feel like you're going to do that to them. It's that is just their precaution. They may not even tell you how much money they have, you know, because they are worried. And I feel like that worry will dissipate the more they get to know you, because we did get Tankard coming out in reverse as well, with celebration, fun and enjoyment, and it's in reverse. So this person, they may suffer from depression. They may have like a bit of melancholy to them, and I'm never going to say that's a bad thing, because it's part of being human, right? But you may already be aware of this. This person is a sensitive soul. The fact that they're coming forward as a lion though, and that lion's in reverse, this person is made, it's not made to lead. Maybe they feel like they have to be a leader. Yeah, you do have position of authority coming out, exactly. Okay, this person has really worked on themselves. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Can we get a little bit on, collective though? Advice from a friend? Yeah. So they have been talking to their friends. They've been talking to their friends about you. Okay, so that's a massive sign. If you're with someone and they're talking about you to their friends, then that's a massive sign that they like you a lot. Especially if this is like a new relationship. Even if it's not a new relationship, being reminded that, you know, after 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, however long it is, that your other half still speaks of you really highly to people when you're not around. That's beautiful, right? And if this is somebody that you haven't met just yet, I think this person's getting the advice on how to kind of overcome their fear of being used, being rejected, being abandoned, especially as this has happened to them in the past. What are they saying about the collective? Oof. Something important as a new job or raise. This person may want to offer you a job. If you do not know this person, they may want to offer you a job, and that's how they're going to kind of come forward. Because like I said, they're really used to they're very used to giving advice when it comes to work, when it comes to professional stuff. They're not used to the, it's not that they're not used to the intimacy, but there is this guard up, this shield up when it comes to showing all of their emotions. But it does say slowly but surely getting ahead. This is something that they are open to. They really are open to. Okay. Tell me about the danger, especially with money matters. So we have dealings or relationship with a man coming up. Okay. And tell me about this hopelessness that you see clearly. Oh my gosh, cards are going everywhere. Let me take those back. I know one fell on the floor, but you know what? It will take me 3 to 5 business working days just to get up and down. So I'm going to see if it's turned over. It has. It's diamond, and it says my glasses need to start working. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Oh, I'm actually gonna grab it. It's gonna take me a while, but I will grab it. Give me one sec. Let me switch this off for a second. I am back. There we go. So we have Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So there is the energy of not really knowing what to give you. I think this person is very used to giving physical gifts because that's what they did in the past, but that's also what got them burned, if that makes sense. They're kind of in a little bit of a kerfuffle here. Like, what do they do? What on earth do they do? I am getting also with this celebration, fun and enjoyment that they may realize that you aren't a material person, and it doesn't mean that you are this Zen monk that only eats air and only, you know, the only gifts that you want are love. Everybody likes to a certain degree material things, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's part of our root chakra. That's where the stability comes from anyway, you know. But I think they know that that's not your main love language, maybe, and that you prefer either acts of service, quality time, words of affirmations, and so on and so forth. And this is something that they are not used to, so they have to kind of figure out how they do that. And I think people are astonished by the, not confusion, but the perplexity that this person has put themselves in when it comes to their emotions, because they're usually someone who's very direct and clear cut. I'm going to go and do this. And then they go and do that. And you have them kind of pacing and tripping over their own words and going, well, I could do this, but oh no, maybe I should do that. There's doubt that's coming in their own actions. And it's because they're flustered. You've made this person very, very flustered, you know, and that's why people are like, whoa, this is astounding. How has this person had such an effect on whoever this person is? I feel like this is a divine counterpart. Pleasure with a close friend is coming out as well. Okay, so they speak to there's a best friend maybe they speak to a lot. Anything else before I go? Please and thank you. Last one. Ooh, a marriage will take place either romantic or business. Did I not say that? Did I not say that for someone here? Oh my gosh. So we have a marriage will take place either romantic or business. And I feel like it may be business before romance, if that makes sense. A chain of events that will affect your life. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that has given you the confirmation and clarity that you needed and that you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and this resonated and you'd like to see more and when I post, I would love it if you were to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see just that. If you are a returning subscriber, as always, soulmates, as if you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.